Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of This Week in ZA, the podcast where we dive into the world of software engineering over a slice of pizza. My name's Kodat, here with my co-host Chad on the other side of the table. And every week we sit down with a professional from the industry to talk about culture, projects, and everything in between while eating some great food. Today's guest is Lindsey Ruby Yardley, and we are eating the sweet heat pepperoni and sausage pizza from Casey's to continue the theme of this season. We also have some bonus spicy pepperoni loaded breadsticks. So stick around to hear some great insights, share a laugh or two, and maybe get a little bit hungry. Let's dig in.
All right. Ask the same question first, or a variation of it. And what has been your biggest mistake professionally? Just get it right out there. Start right off the bat.
So are we talking about any of my professional
Yeah,
careers?
preferably the funniest mistake is actually
Okay.
what we want.
I can do that. All right, so we're going to say this was probably 2006 time frame.
Oh, wow, we're going back.
We're going back. I was out, so I retired from the Nebraska Air National Guard in September. At that time, I was on orders out at the Lincoln Air Guard base. I was in security forces, and I was working in what we call BDOC, the Base Defense Operations Center, so it was like the dispatch center. And we were running an exercise. Anytime you run an exercise, you have a checklist of things you have to do. And so the scenario was a power outage in our building. So we had to, tee up the generator. I'm still a fairly new airman. The person I was with, they're like, yeah, just go outside, just go out back. It's a big thing. Just the generator's right there. Pull a lever. It should just go on. There's no instructions. I actually went out there and cut the power to the entire building instead. And it freaked her out so much. She came back out, got the power back on, and then she's like, we're just never going to talk about this. This is the first time I've talked about this. So I cut the power to our building during an exercise.
I'll be honest, though. If they just said, go out and basically flip a switch,
I flipped the switch.
and you went out and flipped a switch, I feel like that is the... Actually, I don't really feel that's much of a mistake.
Yeah, this is a failure of leadership.
Yeah.
That's why we should fire Matt Rule.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow. Shots fired on this podcast this week.
I've been saying it for years.
They got rid of the defensive coordinator this week. But
I heard about that. We're not here to talk about football.
we're not here to talk football. We'll do that as a new podcast.
So are there just two massive switches, and one is generator on, the other is building power off, and you're just coin flip, try to figure out which one?
I may have just been young and dumb too. So I went out there, there's distinctly a generator, but there was not a switch. And so I'm looking around specifically for a switch. And on the building, there's a nice big on-off switch that's red. And so I went with the thing, which logically speaking, obviously that's not the generator. Generator's behind me.
I think I would have made the exact same mistake.
I
Yeah,
went with what I was told.
Yeah.
You flipped a switch.
I flipped a switch.
I feel like they need
Yeah.
better instructions.
Almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, that is.
Well,
Now we're a few. We're good. What?
I was going to say, if the drill was what would you do if the power went off?
Yeah, you just helped them.
Yeah, you're just making it practical.
Yep.
A few bites in. Where's everybody?
This is really good. The
The bread's
jalapeno
excellent.
breadstick.
Yeah.
I mean, Casey's pizza's
Yeah.
pretty much always legit. So the pizza's good. I really like the jalapeno breadstick. I'll
So
tell
we
you in a
make-
second if I like the marinara sauce.
Are you a marinara sauce aficionado? Mm-hmm. Okay. I always thought Ramos had good marinara, so
It's adequate.
adequate.
Yeah.
Okay, so we always make the guest rate the pizza first.
Oh.
We rate on a scale of either 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 if you want to use decimals, technically.
Okay.
0, 1, 2 is kind of this is gross, I don't want to finish it range. 3, 4, 5 is it's pizza, so it's good enough. Most pizza's good. The 6, 7, 8 is this is pretty solid. I'd recommend it to people. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. And the 8s, 9s, and 10s are usually the range where you're getting into I'm going to eat this entire thing. Team no leftovers. I'm going to eat till I hate myself. Kind of good. That's the scale we use.
Pizza's a 6. The breadsticks are an 8.
Wow.
Okay.
Breadsticks are good.
The breadstick is very good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go a 7.
Oh, I was about to say, the look you guys shared was interesting.
I love Casey's Pizza. And I think their and their breakfast is both a little better than this.
Yep.
I want a little more heat. Maybe I just had a bite that didn't have much.
Yeah.
Or a piece that didn't have much heat. But a little more heat. Maybe they throw some jalapenos in this. Throw some cream cheese on this. You may have a true winner.
I mean, it tastes just like a sausage pepperoni pizza. Like
Yeah.
there's the
heat's
label,
not much.
the heat and
Yeah.
the honey I don't taste at all.
Other pizzas that they make with that hot honey, I feel like they really lay it on there.
They
This
needed
one
to do
doesn't.
that.
I feel like they did. So they must have stepped it back a little bit. They must have gone through too much hot honey.
Yeah.
Or they forgot about it.
Or they
Just didn't
forgot
put it
about
on
it.
there.
It is usually a little bit drippier when there's hot honey on there, so I'm curious, but I'd say it's a very solid pizza. I think I'd go with like a 7.2.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I could stop eating it, but it's
Yeah,
good.
You put cream cheese on there, it goes up a point or two for sure. I think you put a veg on there, like a pepper, jalapeno, peppercini,
Yeah.
onion, something like that.
peppercini.
I think would pop it off a little bit
Yeah.
more. But for a nice new special pizza that they're making, I
Yeah,
think it's pretty good.
it's
Not
pretty
quite as
good.
good as they had one that had hot honey and pork on it. That one was really good
Oh.
for a while. Yeah, I
What
don't know
kind
where
of
it went.
pork? Was it like
Pulled pork.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That one vanished a while ago, as just a special. So I suspect this is them trying to circle back around to something like that.
Yeah, it's a good choice. It'd be if you're going to some place and you want to bring something a little different.
Yeah.
This might be it. But again, maybe when you say sweet heat, I kind of expected some heat.
Yeah, you put jalapenos
And there's no
cream
sweet.
cheese on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a really good pepperoni sausage pizza.
Yep. All right, Lindsay. So, as an innovation consultant at DPL, Don't Panic Labs, you've been working with clients for a hot minute, right? And you are usually one of the first people to talk to clients when they are bringing projects in the door, when you're hearing about their problems, you're hearing about the struggles they're going through, hearing about their successes, all that stuff. In the last year, how would you say the AI introduction to the industry has changed those conversations that you've been having with clients?
I think that if I'm not talking about it, it's a miss. Is the first piece. Like last year, when I started dipping my toes in, it wasn't so much of a topic of discussion. We were just talking about problems and solutions and how we might go about things. And now, if I don't talk about it, it's almost like, who are you?
Sure.
Wow. So it's everything has to kind of needs.
You at least have to touch on it. Or ask the question to the partner, hey, have you thought about AI? Or how are you using AI today? To what degree are you using it? And it always sparks really good conversation on what their technology adoption level is too. Because that tells me a lot.
What percentage of clients would you say come into the door ready to have that conversation versus the ones that you need to start it and then have them go, oh yeah, I haven't really considered how AI would help us or hurt us?
So I think it varies on the type of type of partner I'm talking to. Because we help startups, but we also will help the established businesses and corporations that are used to including technology or have their own software engineers. And so with the startups, I would say, oh man, it's like 50% talk about it right away and
Okay.
50% don't.
Sure.
And maybe it's even lower than that. Because, like your technology adoption curve, your innovators and your early adopters over here on the left-hand side, and the right side, it's your laggers. So your startups typically, I would say, have a higher percentage of talking about it versus some of your corporations are a little bit slower, so they're a little bit more in the middle of that bell curve.
Sure. So speaking of
So
bell
the
curve, though,
percentages are kind of all over the place, but
yeah. Do you think we're starting to see the tip of that bell curve and we're going to start kind of winding down and only the people that are more serious about it or see real world application of AI stuff? are
like the
gonna
hype
stick around?
curve or the adoption curve?
First one then the other.
Okay, so the adoption curve, I feel like we are now into the early majority of the user adoption curve when it comes to AI.
Okay.
Because I am out in, general public, or I sit on a couple of boards, I'll sit on a board meeting. I'm always a little surprised at how people grab their phone and they go to, ChatGPT right away, right?
Sure.
They've accepted that it's a part of their life, but then you'll talk to other people that are still terrified of it.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're very much at the early adopters part of the curve, probably starting to teeter into, maybe start teetering in late majority, maybe.
Okay. And if you had a magic wand, that you
I
could
love
wave.
magic wands,
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a magic wand?
especially if it works.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
could
actually,
wave,
I have
wave it
one.
once and never hear Chad again, and then wave it again and make AI go away and go back to how things were before. Oh,
Oh.
if you could pick one or the other, which one would you wave for?
Whoa, wait a second. Why am I part of
Well,
the odds?
I feel like the right answer is Chad.
Okay.
But if we were to say hypothetically, Chad was already gone. And
I'm already gone.
already gone.
It was just never happy to hear him talk again. It wasn't he's gone. You can still see him.
Wow, you really
Sorry,
you
Chad.
went even darker than you went darker than Kodak even. Yeah.
Okay, now ask the AI part of your question again. Wave the wand.
Yeah, would
and-
you wave the wand to go back like a year, whenever before the ease of access of AI thing started? From the conversation you've had with clients, would you go back to that stage, or do you feel like where we're at is a good spot and where we're going is still a good spot?
I think that there's so much unknown still to explore that it's hard not, like, I still feel like we're in a good spot because we're still learning. And learning in general is something we should all just do.
Sure. So maybe.
So I'm not
bring it on a
scared.
few
So I'm
seasons and ask
okay
again.
with it.
Yeah.
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 Let's,
A year from now, well, I might not be here, but everyone else can.
I mean, was it Skynet? Skynet hasn't taken over yet, so we're okay.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I'm not scared. Not scared
Yes,
yet.
kind of.
We're okay.
Now,
I wish I could go back though with what I know now with our partners and
yeah,
have those conversations differently with them still not knowing. That would be cool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It'd be really cool.
yeah, we could have. There's probably a world where in 2022 would have been a good time to have had some different conversations.
I also wish I was writing a whole bunch of grant applications with AI in 2022
Yes, 100% agree.
because I would probably get everything I submitted for.
Sure.
Yeah. You really need to start working on it in late 21. Get ready for it. It's minimal in 2022. And
Yeah.
yes, you would
Yeah,
have
it would have
made it
been
count.
awesome.
You know, well, since we're in the future, I don't even know if I'm there, so we'll skip the future conversation.
Same.
No, that's a good point. Yeah. I'm thinking you have interesting background into software. Mm-hmm. You want to kind of take us through kind of your background and how I feel it kind of has helped you with kind of where you're at today.
Sure. So I took, when I was younger, like I joined the military at 17, I thought I wanted to be a cop, right? I wanted to go in law enforcement. And so I'm like, oh, I'll join the military because then I'll get experience, they'll pay me. And then when I turn 21, I can become a police officer with experience.
Is that common? Sorry, I didn't.
It's not uncommon.
Okay.
Joining at 17 or joining to get experience than to do another job.
The getting experience to get another job, that's pretty common. But to become like a police officer, I now see the link, but I necessarily wouldn't have seen the link of, I want to go military so I can make it easier to become
Well, I came from a law enforcement
Yeah.
family, so it just made sense
Yeah.
to me because I understood what the job entailed, and I made the connection of like, oh, I can get those skills
Yeah.
early. So I would say not uncommon.
Okay.
Joined, did some full time there, realized that I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to be a cop. I still liked law enforcement. So I went to work for the State Patrol as an analyst. I worked homicides, drug trafficking cases, and so a lot to do with communications.
Yeah.
And so I was using a tool called PenLink.
Yep.
The tool wasn't called PenLink. The company that provided it is called PenLink. It was PenLink 8 and then later on PLX. But I became like a power user for my agency on that tool. And I would call support or email support all the time because I was working so many cases that finally I was like, you know what, it'd be really cool to work there. And so I went to a summit one year and I was talking with one of the user experience designers, and then I ended up talking to the chief product officer, VP of product at the time. And so I put in for product manager position. At the time, I was like, I don't even know what this is. But then when they described it, like, oh yeah, you're
sounds-
managing the roadmap, the backlog. I'm like,
Sounds
oh, I
great.
can do that. Functional requirements on how it should work. Oh, I could do that. So then I started working as a product manager for PenLink, and talk about imposter syndrome, because there was a lot to learn. I didn't know what branching was or Scrum, all the things I had to learn, right?
Yep.
So it was great experience.
It was thrown in the deep end. And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I knew the software. I knew the tool. Everything else I had to learn.
And then went from there. Now here's a.
I took a little detour to a startup in between, doing actually physical product, which is interesting. A lot of
That's
similarity.
true. Most people here probably don't have much physical.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So understanding, dealing with like a physical product and then a software product, there are a lot of similarities. And so I even ran some of our process a little bit like I would for an engineering team, just because it made sense to me and it's smooth.
Yeah. You know what? That makes sense. But on the physical product, you actually have like a actual constraints and limits. And those sorts of things are like a different world than we don't
Supply
typically-
chain.
Yeah, supply
stuff.
chain. There's never been any problems with supply chain. So once they're set up,
Not
they're
once.
rock solid.
So yeah, that's how I got into software, and then I came to DPL.
Yeah. Do you think that a military experience kind of helped? You've been kind of in the Guard for a very long time, I guess.
22 years.
22 years. Do you think that experience has been really useful? Do you recommend kind of people take that approach? I'm thinking there's.
Military's not for everybody.
Yeah, that's fair.
But what I say I got out of it is understanding a structure for leadership, discipline, organization, like organizational structure and how to make things work in a larger environment, and how to get things done, because you don't have a choice. You have to make things happen. So I think that drive and that magic kind of helps you say, oh, there's always a path. You just have to figure it out. The people were amazing. So I view the military as a core piece to who I've become and how I look at problems and solve problems. And when I first got into the military and I switched to like the civilian side, I always thought that, the civilian side's not as organized as the military, which was funny because I always thought the military was kind of discombobulated. And so then I'm like, my military background is really helping me fix or structure things on the civilian side. It wasn't until I got further on in my civilian career that I actually felt like the things I learned from like a systems perspective
Became more valuable.
on the military side. Like the reverse happened.
Yeah, okay.
Like early on in my career, the military side helped me excel and, fix things and, in that capacity and lead.
Yeah.
And then at some point, especially working in software, the reverse happened where I actually became more helpful on the military side with like change management and how to approach, like anytime you launch a product, you need to understand problem solution fit, product market fit. Well, on the military side, when you want to do innovation, you got to understand the problem. And so teaching people how to actually understand a problem is really valuable and not a skill that they actively teach.
And not one they're probably even thinking about.
Yeah, right.
Very probably not even anything. That's interesting. I would have, And I think that's interesting because, our Doug, who's pseudo-retired at this point, has that long military history as well. I thought that, was an interesting, parallel there. Obviously, he's got some good things out of it, too.
Yeah.
Now, the big question right now, are you going to be the best at shooting at DPL? Like,
I don't even know who shoots.
I know Bob does.
I mean, what firearm are we talking about?
Well, I don't know. I feel like you can call it.
Okay.
And I think I'm hoping you win, but that's...
Oh, me too.
Yeah, but
I have bad eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm going to say, we'll go rifle, and I'll say I'll beat Bob.
Okay.
What gauge?
Gauge. Yeah.
He's too young.
I say young boys probably.
Is there something really about that? You need to be a little older to.
Well, Gage is still in the military, and he's Army. So, they shoot more than I did.
Oh,
'cause
that's
I was
true.
Air Force.
Yeah, that's not even.
Even though I was a combat arms instructor.
Okay.
But sometimes the people that can't do teach.
So that's not a great endorsement.
So it's not a great endorsement. Gage might beat me.
Really?
We'll have to ask what he.
I mean,
How
he
he
talks
does
about it
on-
when we do our check-in.
I think Everett also shoots.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think he does.
Does Everett shoot or does he hunt?
I think he shoots. I don't.
This is a whole different ballgame if you're like going after like a moving target.
I don't know. I don't think he
Versus,
hunts.
like, a
I've never
paper
heard him
target.
talk about. Matt has deer sticks somewhere that he shot recently. So he's
Okay, I don't know if I'd be the
Sure.
best, but I would hold my own. How about
okay. I want you to win, but so
that? I want to win too.
I just don't know how we're gonna.
DPL range day.
That has to be.
Can we wait till it's not winter though?
Overrated.
Or are we adding
You gotta be
environmental
uncomfortable.
factors
Yeah.
to see how it goes?
Yeah. Well,
Does the environmental factors help you or hurt you?
It doesn't help you.
No, but it hurts everyone. But does it hurt?
Oh, I've done it before. I've like qualified in blizzards and stuff, so I might have the home court advantage there.
So I'm just trying to get the wind for
Trying to
you.
look
So
out
I don't
for
know if I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, deer hunters are out. In the
Yeah, those
cold.
deer hunters are crazy. They're hunting in bad weather though. So
Yeah.
okay. I don't know who's gonna win. I know it's not me. That's all I really know.
That'd be middle of the pack, I think.
What?
Maybe upper middle of the pack.
You would?
I used to shoot a lot.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you would. Okay.
Not anytime recently.
Okay.
Bow and arrow, though. I'd take that one.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I've done some bow and arrow shooting. That's fun.
Really?
I'm starting a league today, literally.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say that if you're really efficient at bow and arrow, you're probably pretty efficient at rifle shooting because you have to be more accurate with aiming with a bow and arrow. Because and especially if you're not using
Yeah.
sights.
I shoot bare bow.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. You might actually do really well shooting then.
Sorry. Complete. Are you hunting?
No.
Okay.
It's target shooting.
Okay.
I could go hunt, but I would probably want to go hunt with a recurve bow. I shoot recurve.
Okay.
I'd want a compound if I wanted to hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just
just
like
kind of fun to shoot a bow and arrow
Yeah.
though.
my.
DPL range day.
We have some. We shoot them at my parents' and bow. But
Yeah, it's great.
I'm barely serviceable. I'm not going to.
We've had a bunch of DPL people show up, just like random onesie twosie.
Really?
Yeah, it's like $5 to shoot for an hour, and they have bows you can rent there. So
Okay. Maybe we'll do bow day.
podcast at the range.
Podcast at the range. Somehow I'm going to end up with a arrow in me.
When your fingers are greasy from pizza.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell Malika that this is the next like group outing event that she has to plan. You'll do the podcast at the range,
Okay.
and there'll be a competition with some like bragging rights. And tell Malika she has to come up with some good prizes.
I
think
like
that's
this
a good
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can rent the entire range.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we need to rent the whole range, but
Yeah, it's more fun that way.
that's true.
It's way more fun that way.
We can do it.
Be that expensive.
Well, hey, I know how we'll get. We're going to do this really early in the morning. Would that help you?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm an early bird.
I know. So we're going to do this at like 5:30 in the morning.
Bob is too.
Dang it, you're right. Bob is a morning person.
And Everett comes in early.
Maybe gun shooting and early bird is kind of a natural alignment.
Well, the range we're doing bow and arrow. I thought.
They've got a good
Or we're
range
doing
there,
both.
too.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think randomly
trophies.
throwing you at a
Okay,
bow
two
seems like a
trophies.
tough one.
I mean, I'll do both.
Yeah, but the gun, I feel you have a better shot. The bow, like, you just don't do it very often.
I don't know. I'm kind of just like
You're good at shooting?
Natural.
natural. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about aiming
Okay.
and your fundamentals.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to Malika. Somehow I'm pretty confident this can't happen, like shooting as part of company events. Seems like a rough one, but maybe I'm wrong.
Little kiddos shoot at the archery range all the time. Gun range would be a little trickier, probably. I don't think they rent guns, but you can rent bow and arrows. They have the little Genesis ones. I don't think you break skin if you wanted to at home.
Rent guns.
You're thinking about like a workman's comp type
Yeah,
situation.
well, or like something.
Come at your own.
It can't be more
Okay.
dangerous than kickball.
Well, we're not doing kickball anymore, Dad.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually, looking back, I think that was a rather obvious problem. But
I said as we were walking out there, somebody's gonna get hurt. I mean, a lot of people were saying somebody's gonna get hurt today.
yeah, I remember just watching. I stood on the sideline and watched because I didn't want to be the one that got hurt. Because I was like, this is a bad idea.
No, it was a great
I
idea.
was I think I was very pregnant, and so I couldn't come to that one. But I would be probably on the sideline just because I probably wouldn't want to look like an idiot kicking the ball and not kicking it, right? Like
That also could have happened to me. That I'm less concerned with. I would have been concerned about the random, like you run on a base and you trip and you fall and you wipe out,
Your ankle.
twist your ankle. That's probably what I probably would have tore an ankle or something.
Yeah.
Or knee, you try to take off at a weird angle and you blow the knee out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not worth it at this point.
Outro.
Outro.
Yeah. Well, if you've got predictions on who would win in a shooting contest, or if you know a sport that's dangerous we should try on the next episode, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you like and subscribe. Ring that bell if you want notifications. Tune in next time. We'll probably be eating more Casey's Pizza and talking to more folks about AI, since that's still the hot topic.
have you brought Tony on yet?
I don't think Tony would.
I think we maybe asked and never really got much of a, yeah, I'll do that.
We've had a few people say
You
no.
should just say, hey, Lindsay signed you up for this. You got to do it and see what happens.
We'll do that.
All right.
I mean, if you just tell him, hey, I put something on your calendar. Actually, if you make the event, tell him it's on the calendar. He shows up and we're just here.
So I can list it as
Yes,
like
you will do it.
I'll do it as a one-on-one.
Ooh. And you're just on the other side of the camera.
Yeah.
No, you sit there, Tony. Eat the pizza. I forgot what else I was saying. I think I got it all anyway. So tune in next time. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Big thanks for Russ for making us look and sound pretty good. Thank you, Lindsay, for coming on the episode. Hopefully it wasn't as bad as you were telling everyone you thought it would be. We'll see you next time. You guys do it.
I got the,
Oh, good, because I don't.
I have a good question.
Post credits.
Post credits.
Yeah.
Okay.
We make you sit and keep talking while we keep eating.
Yeah. You seem fairly devious, like you would come up with devious plans and whatnot to mess with people.
Uh-huh.
What's your best example of that?
Yeah, so
I knew this one would be a good one.
are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Another military story,
Okay.
because that's just how we roll. So it started with somebody, I was working night shift, and so I had my box of cereal, and while I was issuing weapons in the armory, someone took duct tape and duct taped the entire box of my cereal. So at that
I wanted you to be devious. This was someone else being.
no, I'm getting there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, payback's, can I cuss?
You can cuss all you want.
Payback's a bitch.
Okay.
So, and I was hungry. So what I did was, still a night shift, when you have classified material, you have to use like an extra, like a special shredder where it's like really fine paper. So I took the really fine paper from, the classified material shredder, and this individual who was a male, I made sure the locker room was clear. He left his locker unlocked all the time. So I took that shredding and I shoved it in his A bag, which is where all of his gear is, and just crammed it full of the shredding. And then I put it in his coffee cup. I put it like a whole bunch of stuff. I put it everywhere. He had no idea who did it. He didn't know it was me.
Really?
Oh, yep.
After he didn't put that together?
Nope. And the best part was he didn't discover his A bag because it's not something we use all the time. Like you
Oh,
have your
no.
standard gear that you wear every day, and then you have your A bag that you use for like exercises and deployments and things like that. So and then we do bag drags where you pull all your stuff out and make sure you have it. So we had an inspection coming up, and it was probably in there for like 8 months before he pulled out his bag and didn't realize it, doing a bag drag. And he was higher ranking than me, so pulled out his bag during a bag drag, and all of the paper shredding came out. And so then he really didn't know who it was because it had been so long.
Wow. Did you get in trouble for that then, kind of?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is this the first time it's been aired?
Yes.
So this person maybe just found out.
Possibly.
That's a good one.
That's a pretty good
We
one.
should do that to people.
I mean, it sounds like cheese balling.
Yeah, this is a little bit like cheese balling.
Oh, yeah. That was probably my best one.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's up less stinky.
Yeah, shredded paper I think is equally like tedious to clean up and everything.
And we're talking little pieces, like almost like confetti.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah. Someone needs some confetti. Actually, not real confetti. I hate that stuff.
No.
Yeah.
take like all the junk mail you get and run through a fine paper shredder and then hide it people's stuff. But it's gotta be the cheese ball thing where they have to like actively. do
Yeah, it's
something
more
like
fun
that.
if they actively do
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
The
It's a good one.
other thing,
Okay.
I've got one more. You guys know what icing is? Like to get
No.
iced?
When you put like a Smirnoff Ice.
Yes.
And then they gotta chug it or something.
Yes.
Oh.
No idea.
Yeah. So back at one of my other companies, we would ice people, and so you get creative on where you put the smeared off, and it could be any time during the workday.
Oh no.
And then when you find it, you have to get down on one knee and chug the smeared off. Well, a friend of mine, it was her last day. So I got 2 Starbucks coffees and I dumped one full of, I got an empty cup and a regular coffee. And I iced her on her last day with the Starbucks.
Oh, so she thought she was getting a nice warm Starbucks.
I don't know if it's technically cheating because I took it out of the bottle to then give it to her, but
Oh, you dumped it in the.
Yep.
I like to put the bottle in the like.
Yeah,
she
so
was
like
drinking
No,
it
no,
and
no,
she
no,
felt
no,
it
no,
out
no,
and opens
because-
the lid.
Ah.
Oh, there it
the
is.
point of being iced is you don't know you're being iced. So you have to like stumble across it by accident, and then that's like the gotcha, and then you have to get on one knee and drink it.
Yeah. I think a bottle of Smirnoff Ice would fit like inside the wall water bottle. So if they pick up the water bottle, heard it clink and open it up, oh, there it is.
Yeah, but not at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
But you said at nighttime.
Oh, it could be, but it's more fun.
Yeah, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Old marching band saying.
What?
Old marching band saying.
Really?
Oh yeah. When early games, you have to start drinking at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
What did you play?
Trumpet.
Okay.
Well, that's tough if you're gonna keep going all day.